Welcome to Anchors My Way, a podcast brought to you by Into Cruising. I'm your host, Shakira, and I'm here to take you on an exciting journey through the world of cruising. Whether you're an experienced cruiser or just planning your first trip, I've got something for you. Thank you for joining me today, and let's get started. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Anchors My Way, where we navigate the vast seas of cruising to bring you the latest insights and tips. Today, we're diving into a question that many cruisers are asking. Is MSC Cruise Lines the best value in cruising right now? As I have done many MSC cruises, I believe I am the correct person to give my little opinion. So just stay tuned if you want to hear this. So cruising is more popular than ever. And with so many options out there, finding the best deal can be a little bit overwhelming. I'll break it down and explain why I consider MSC stands out. I'll compare it to other cruise lines and see if it truly gives you more for your money. So grab a coffee, relax, and let's set into today's topic. So what makes a cruise line a good value? Before we jump into MSC specifically, let's talk about what makes a cruise line a good value. So for example, a great deal is not just about the lowest price, on the contrary of what everyone else thinks. It's about what you get for your money and your preference. Here's some of the key things to consider once we're doing comparisons between lines. So a base fare pricing. How much does the cruise cost up front? Base fare doesn't include any other extra items. So some lines advertise low fares, but then when you go do the booking, it adds up to a lot of extra charges once you're on board. And there's nothing basically that you can do because you're already there, or else they don't let you off the ship. So what's included? Are drinks, Wi-Fi, specialty dining, and gratuities included, or do you have to pay extra? The majority of cruise lines have to pay extra. So cabin pricings, we have to look into that as well. Can you get a good room for a fair price, or are upgrades expensive? I consider they're super expensive. So the itinerary value, you also have to consider that. Do you get to visit an interesting port, or just a basic route with a few sea days? That's not good value for your money. So loyalty perks, we also have to consider that. Do you get benefits for cruising frequently with the same cruise line? That also adds up, and it could save you a whole lot of money. You also would consider entertainment and activities. Are the shows, the music, the events top notch, or do you have to pay extra to get premium experiences? It really depends on the line. The ship qualities is also something we have to consider. Are the ships modern, stylish, well maintained, or do you feel outdated and just in a ship that you have no idea if we're going to make it to the next port? It's happened before. These are things that we'll compare when looking at MSC versus other cruise lines. So MSC Cruises have gotten the reputation in the last few years of the affordable luxury option. Their ships are very luxurious. When you step on board, you could see the difference between their ships and a lot of other cruise lines. So MSC is known for having some of the most affordable fares in the cruise industry at the moment. Unlike some North American cruise lines, MSC is a European company, which means they do things a little different, and that is not for everyone. And I always say this because people want to go into MSC with another cruise line mentality, and that's where they go wrong. Their ships have a sleek, modern design, a mix of quiet and lively spaces, and a more international atmosphere. So it's a way different way of cruising that we're used to it. I have done all the cruise lines except Holland and Disney, and they're very different. So MSC offers a low base fare, but they also have different packages option that let you customize your experience. So if you want a cruise, you just book the essentials and you can pay a low price. But if you want extras like the drinks, the Wi-Fi package, then you can bundle them without spending as much as you would with other lines. So let's talk about cabin pricing and upgrade value. One of MSC's biggest advantages is the cabin prices. They often offer ocean view and balcony cabins for much lower prices than their competitors. And if you search, you'll realize that I'm saying exactly the truth. So on MSC, you can often find a balcony cabin for the price of an inside cabin on Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. Royal Caribbean, a balcony cabin can cost hundreds more per person compared to MSC. I have done the comparison many times. Norwegian also often charges a premium for upgraded cabins, especially with their free at sea promotions, which increases the base fare significantly. So MSC also has the fanciness, of course. They have the Yacht Club, their luxury suite experiences, but sometimes it can cost less than similar options like the Haven in Norwegian or the Suites on Royal Caribbean. So if you want a premium experience without the price upgrade or spending thousands and thousands of dollars more, MSC gives you a great deal the majority of the time. I'm not saying they're always the cheapest, but the majority of the comparisons that I have done, I've ended up going for MSC. Even their standard interior, ocean view, and balcony cabins are modern and comfortable. They're very spacious compared to other lines. I have traveled on MSC and I've done their balconies, their interiors, and they're a lot more spacious than other cruise lines. They may not have as much storage as their competitors because design is a little bit different. It's more like European style. So, in Europe, they do things different. We require a lot more space, a lot more comfort. So it really depends on your taste. Plus, MSC often runs promotions where you can get free upgrades to a balcony cabin, something you don't always get with other cruise lines. So the itinerary value. That's where MSC sometimes is a little bit iffy because they don't have a variety yet. They just started in the US not long ago, so they're not really very flexible on their itineraries, let's be real. MSC tends to offer itineraries that go to beautiful destinations at low prices. Their European cruises, for example, the Caribbean ones are really standard and basic, but their European cruises, because they're based in Europe, they are especially a great deal compared to other lines. Caribbean itineraries frequently offer 7-night cruises with 4 to 5 ports, while some other lines may fill their itineraries with more sea days. So in Europe, MSC dominates. They're offering Mediterranean and Northern Europe cruises for much less than their competitors, like Norwegian or Royal, and I'm not even sure if Carnival services that. I haven't looked into that. So, and also they have their private island, Ocean Cay. As you know, it's my favorite place in the whole wide world, so I'm going to talk good about Ocean Cay. That's a given. But it's one of the most relaxed private islands with a lot of relaxation, ocean beauty. It's not this thrilled water park that people are just running around, loud music, stuff. No, it's a relaxing private island, and it's included in many itineraries at no extra cost. So MSC keeps their itineraries packed with exciting destinations, giving you more opportunities to explore without paying extra for extended shore excursions. And what I like about their private island is that they don't pack it with all these extra, because yes, for example, Royal Caribbean, you get to go to Coco Cay, but once you get there, there's other expenses involved if you want to have a day of fun. For example, the water park, it's extra. You have to pay about $100 to get into the water park. And the adult area, it's also extra. They like distributed Coco Cay into like similar, like a 4 or 5 parts that if you pay to do all those activities, you're talking about a great expense. And especially if you're going with a family, it could become a really high bill. Once you get off your cruise, you realize like, oh my God, or you'll see it. So it really depends on what you're up for or what your taste, like what your preference is. So it really depends on your taste. I'm not telling anyone that's good or bad. It's my opinion. Loyalty programs, that's another thing you need to consider when booking a cruise. MSC matches other cruise line status. So if you're gold on a cruise line, you go to MSC, they'll put you as gold. That's another way that they help you save money with the status match programs. Unlike other cruise lines where you have to start from scratch, MSC lets you bring over your royalty status from the other cruise lines, hotel chains, or travel programs. So it's really, really important that you keep this in mind, because a lot of people don't understand that they also will give you the points or whatever perks you have earned on hotel chains and travel programs. So, for example, if you're a premium or a platinum member with Royal Caribbean, or you're a diamond member with Norwegian, MSC will match your status and give you the perks like priority embarkation and debarkation, discount on future cruises, free onboard perks. Most other cruise lines don't offer this kind of benefits. So if you're already a loyal cruise to MSC, it's a great way to keep your perks while trying something new. You also have to consider entertainment and activities, what you get for your money. MSC offers a mix of European style entertainment and high energy performance. Their shows are inspired by Cirque du Soleil, And they have plenty of live music and theme parties. It's a different style of entertainment. They're more and more including Broadway stuff onto their ships. Their newer ships have really, really good. Recently just saw a Michael Jackson show that I have never, ever seen before. The way that they did it was magnificent. I also saw a show called Peter Punk. Amazing. I would make videos on that for you guys to see, but they're really stepping up their game in their entertainment system. While it may feel different from the Broadway style productions on Royal or the comedy clubs on Carnival, you're still getting a high quality entertainment included in your fare. Some other cruise lines charge for premium entertainment. Norwegian, for example, they charge for their dinner theater shows. Royal Caribbean has private escape rooms and laser tags that cost extra. Carnival has specialty comedy shows that require reservations and sometimes even a fee. So in MSC, you get to access all main theaters, all shows without extra cost. MSC also offers fun activities like water slides, sports courts, and family-friendly programming. I recently also saw like a MasterChef show that it was really, really amazing, everything included. While their onboard activities may not be as extensive sometimes as Royal's Flow Rider or like iFly or very technological, yet they're getting there. They provide plenty of entertainment without constant upcharges. So one of the things that you have to consider is that MSC is kind of building up to their reputation. They're startups. They're starting up right now and they're trying to accommodate every cruiser. So it's really hard to accommodate every cruiser. Royal Caribbean and Carnival and Norwegian have been in the business for longer and have a sense and have a feel of what we need or what we want. So they kind of cater to everyone, but they're already experienced. So MSC has been catering to the European crowds. So it's different. It's a different style of cruising. It's a different method. They're changing their stuff around. I would say they're the best value cruise line right now. And I would also say that you have to consider exactly what you're looking for because they're different. They're not better, they're not worse, they're just a different type of cruising. And that is something that not everyone can understand and not everyone can adapt. And sometimes they go into the cruise line thinking they're going to get something else and they come out saying inaccurate stuff, because that's the one thing. I respect everybody that has an opinion and I respect your opinion. And if you had a bad experience, for God's sake, please say it so we know. And I've had bad experiences. I haven't had 100% good experiences on MSC. They've had their issues. I've had their issues with them. But my thing with them is that they provide the top quality ships. They provide luxury. They provide comfort. They provide good food. They provide good entertainment for a low value. I am not willing to pay $1,500 for a 3-day cruise just to say I'm on this cruise line and oh my God, and I'm the newest ship. That would just not be me as a cruiser. Maybe you can, or maybe you want to, or maybe you enjoy doing that, and that is great for you. But I am not going to go into a 3-day cruise on MSC thinking that I'm going to get all the perks and all the luxuries and all the things of other major cruise lines and then come out of there trashing them. That's not going to happen. That's not the way bloggers should do. And it's been happening for a long time, and I never comment or question or criticize any other blogger because everybody has the right to have their opinion. But I like facts. And right now, the fact is that when you compare pears to pears and apples to apples in the cruise industry, MSC is beating everybody on their pricing. MSC has the best pricing right now for the value of your money. Now, do they have the most luxury? Maybe not. Do they have the best entertainment? Maybe not. It really depends on the cruiser's taste, because what for you might be completely and unacceptable for me might be okay. So that's what we need to consider as content creators at the time of criticizing or bringing information back to the public, because a lot of people rely on us, and I would like for cruise bloggers and for the cruising community to actually say their facts. This is my experience, and make it a point. That doesn't mean that this is the whole entire cruise line. So my final verdict on this is MSC the best value right now? Looking at everything, pricing, cabin value, itineraries, loyalty perks, entertainment, MSC definitely stands out as one of the best value cruise lines right now. But it's your choice, ultimately, like I always say. So while you may not have the same party atmosphere as Carnival or over-the-top activities as Royal, it gives you an elegant cruise experience for a fraction of the cost. So if you're looking for a cruise that doesn't nickel and dime you and offers affordable drinks, stylish ships, and great perks, MSC might be the best bet. This wraps up today's episode. I hope this breaks down and helps you decide if MSC is right for you, but don't go by me. Always do your research. Have you sailed on MSC before? Let's interact in social media. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, anchors your way.